I have a science fiction riddle for my viewers. So here's a tale of 3 different travel machines of the future. The first one allows you to, at the press of a button, go from any point A to any point B on Earth instantly. Okay, the second travel machine allows you to travel to any time in the future at the press of a button, but only in the forward direction. You can go 10 years into the future. You could go 1,000 years into the future. You might go into a future where humans have already gone extinct, or maybe into the future where the Earth is not even habitable anymore, but you can never travel backwards in time. That's the second machine. The third machine only travels backwards in time. You could go back 10 years ago. You can go back to your days in high school, or you can even go back and meet the dinosaurs, but you can never come back unless you wait it out, right? If you go back to see the dinosaurs, you could keep living in the forward direction. You could obviously never get back to today unless you discover some kind of miracle cure during your trip back there, right? And I ask you, which machine would you choose and why? And I'll let you pause this video for a second and I'll talk about the trade-offs in my choice. So obviously the first machine, our society is kind of getting close to having the first machine, right? It's nothing crazy. It would certainly allow you to have a lifestyle that can be very wide, right? You can live a very long commute from your workplace. You can certainly go on a vacation anywhere over a weekend if that fancies you. But that's already available to a lot of people who are wealthy, right? So the first machine kind of just makes you rich and doesn't really give you a lot of superpowers. But for a lot of people, they don't want superpowers, right? They just want to be wealthy. Then the first machine would obviously be for them. The second machine, the one that goes forward in time, kind of already exists, right? We just call it our everyday lives. The nice thing about it is that I could use it to skip the winter. I have seasonal depression, right? That's how I would most likely use such a machine. Obviously, if I could never go back, I wouldn't want to do it too often, because if I'm the only one doing the traveling, that means I'm missing out on time with other people who are not in the machine, right? Let me think what else. Oh, the other way this could be useful is that if you put aside some investments and they take time to grow, you could just jump into the machine and come out a trillionaire, right? So it's kind of like going anywhere in the world then once you have that, right? So, but of course, if the machine only fits one, you might come out and realize that your friends and your family and even the rest of humanity is already long gone, right? So that's a trade-off. I probably wouldn't want to do it too much. I'd use it to skip the wintertime depression, but I wouldn't use it for the investment purposes because I value my time with my family, right? The third machine, going backwards in time, how I would use it? I would probably use it as an instant replay machine, right? If I say something wrong, at a workplace meeting, or when I'm on a date, I could jump into that machine and try again, right? That's probably how I would use it. I wouldn't necessarily want to go back 10, 20 years and relive my high school days or whatever, because again, if I'm the only one jumping into the machine, I could be missing out on other things while I wait out those 10 or 20 years, right? So the last 2 machines are something you could use and not abuse, right? I would probably choose the one that lets me leap forward if I had to choose between these 3, just because of how bad my seasonal depression can get, and it'd be nice to have a few extra bucks in my pocket when the investments are growing while I'm sleeping, right? And plus, I guess I would miss if the machine only fits one, right? I guess I would miss a few years of time with my family while I'm skipping over the winter time, but it's a worthwhile trade-off to be happier when I'm with the family as well. So let me know in the comments what your choice would be and why. Thanks for watching.